हम इस प्रोग्राम में लॉरी वेटकिंस को खुशामदीद कहते हैं. Laurie, thank you very much for joining us. This is regarding the seminar that you attended, statement of intent from Pakistan on the Indus Water Treaty. You also spoke at this seminar. I just wanted to get a sense of what is your assessment of the issue and how important it is, not from the Pakistani perspective obviously, but from the perspective of an expert and somebody who engages the international community.
Well, it's great to be with you again, Talat. Thank you for having me on your show. I'm here in Islamabad, yes, for the Indus Water Treaties seminar that was absolutely incredible. And I say that because it was a room full of experts, a room full of professionals, and it seemed like we were all on message with one another about the priorities of maintaining this treaty and also getting the international community to step forward and be much more vocal, if vocal at all, because that's not what I'm seeing, that's not what the rest of the international community is seeing. Who else is coming to speak out about the importance of this?
In that room that you spoke about, there were lots of people, a lot of data was shared, Indian plans, the statements were shared. You are privy to now a 3D view of the situation, starting from Pakistan's intent and purpose, international community's responsibility, and Indian intent. What do you make of from this data of the Indian game plan? Do you have a sense of what their game plan is with regard to this treaty?
Well, I don't know what their game plan is, and that is part of the problem, right? Is that they have not stated anything concrete or rational except for making threats against Pakistan and the Pakistani people and saying that they're going to build a dam or they're going to shut off the access of water flowing downstream. And that is illegal. It does not abide by the international treaty, and them saying that they don't acknowledge it any longer, it doesn't work like that. You can't just say that you've pulled out of something that's legally binding and recognized by the international community.
Talk about the international community. Pakistan has to get its message through, but we are also competing for attention here. Middle East exploding or settling down, depending on how you see it. Ukraine happening. The hot weather all across Europe is grabbing more headlines than ever before. In this chaotic, ever-changing world, do you think there's space for Pakistani message to be amplified and sent across?
Well, I think this is the perfect time, and I say that literally because it is excruciatingly hot, not just here in South Asia, but across Europe. And that's where I have seen no vocalization is coming from the Europeans. For those that stand up for treaties and legally binding documents, where are they? It is a scorcher across the entire globe right now. Back in the United States, it's as hot as it is here. Maybe not the humidity of Pakistan, but it is absolutely as hot. So everybody is feeling heat. And if you want water and you feel thirsty, just imagine that it is shut off. That you go to turn your faucet or you go to turn that tap and it is gone. That's what everybody needs to think like, that it could happen to them. Because if it does happen to you, what are you going to do about it?
Okay, you're a communication expert. There's clearly, from your last answer, there's a listenership out there for Pakistan's message. Any advice how best to do it?
So what I said yesterday in my remarks, Talat, was the following. I said that there needs to be a partnership that is created. And obviously that would take the Indians having a will to come to the table. But this doesn't just affect you and India, as we've spoken about many times here in this interview. This is about everybody. It was made a comment yesterday that by an expert in his remarks that there's actually 3 layers here. India is actually in the middle because you have the Himalayas and you have China. And for anyone to think that those are not connected as a river flowing source and system, they are incorrect. So that downflow, they need to be more worried about the political upflow, the Indians, I would say, because this is not a political issue, but they are making it a political issue. And I think that they are on the wrong, I know that they are on the wrong side of this, and I believe that it will have severe consequences for them if they continue to use water as a weapon of war.
Indians have to worry about the upflow of the consequences of their desire to use downflow water into a tool of war. Thank you very much,